Time, everybody, and welcome to the next 20 pages of our Turn to Lead. You probably noticed the scenery difference today. I know it looks super gloomy and depressing, but I swear the sun was just out, and it's nice out because I'm wearing a t-shirt. And actually, literally Monday it was snowing out here in Chicago. Tuesday was fall weather, and now today it was spring, but now it's getting super gloomy and depressing once again. As I said in another video, I hate this weather. I hate how bipolar it is. I like how whenever it's just sunny all the time. But interestingly, actually, before I started setting up and everything, this random dude just came by and was like, "Hey man, how's it going?" And I'm just enjoying myself. Like, "I'm doing good, man." And then he's like, he just started talking to me or whatever, and then he just hands me this. And he's like, "It was nice meeting you, man. My name's Jeff."
My name is Jeff.
I was so confused. I'm pretty sure that guy was tripping balls and he thought this was like a rose or something, because it's not very beautiful, I'm not gonna lie, but I still appreciate it. I'll take anything. I appreciate it, so it's cool. But without further ado, guys, we have business matters to attend to. First point that we're going to be doing today is the leaders. We got the leader stories. First one being is Jennifer Hoyt. She takes upon the, man, this is why I don't like this area. There's bugs like crazy. But what I was saying about the first leader, which is Jennifer Hoyt, she becomes chairman for Lakeview Bank. But I should say it's more like chairwoman, because she's not a man. Stanley Rusk, which was the previous chairman, did tell her that, "You know what, Jennifer, you are the only person so far in this company to have been outside of the Stanley or the Rusk family." That's Stanley's last name, Rusk. "That you're the first one that's going to be leading the company that's not a part of the family." So he pretty much put a lot of trust into her, and he thinks that she knows where she's going with it. And time has proven herself that she does know what she's doing. Now, the next leader we have is Michael Townsend. Oh boy, this guy. I should say this whole company. It's not really the guy, but the company is pretty much going downhill. No surprise. Seems like it has been this whole book. And Michael pretty much mentions how the shareholders are very unhappy, which I would be too. And what really happened is he pretty much says that there's some discussion where the company should break into 3 sectors, and the 3 sectors should be the investment portion, so the investment bank, and then a commercial bank, and then a retail bank. The reason for this is because the retail bank is doing the worst, and it's pretty much the most customer engagement, and that's why they're kind of doing so bad with the whole millennial generation, and that's because they're not focusing on them. They don't really care about the customer relations because of the other two elements to the company. That's why he pretty much mentioned that bank's a disaster. It'd probably be better off if the company split into 3 parts, 3 different banks. And going on to the third leader, we have Ryan Kearney. So with Ryan Kearney's story, he pretty much mentions how Mundus Novus is restructuring risk management for the firm. They had a meeting actually with the people from Lakeview Bank, and then going on to the institution, so second part, Mundus Novus. So this is Ryan Kearney's business, and during this meeting they pretty much just talk about what's going on. I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of finance stuff and it wasn't really interesting. There's a bunch of numbers, at least for my sake it wasn't interesting. But Justin Moore and Jennifer Hoyt meet up with Ryan and pretty much discuss what Mundus Novus is and how they pretty much structured themselves for success. And they talked about retail lending and risk management. And then the next institution is Lakeview Bank themselves. So right after the Mundus Novus meeting, there was another meeting at Lakeview Bank this time. I think it was a day later. And over here, they pretty much just shit-talked the Bank of North America and pretty much said that, it's shit because of what they've been doing. They haven't been focusing on their customers at all, and it's not really building good relations. Hello?
Sorry.
No, you're all good. Go ahead, guys. So then we have with Lakeview Bank, they're pretty much discussing like how they should be structuring their business, focusing on the customer relations, such as the millennials, like the whole case of this whole book. And they actually like mentioned the whole trends of the millennials and what they're doing. And one of the trends, like the most popular one, is a lot of these millennials aren't really going into like the whole having families, having a house, having cars scene until they like turn at least 30 or even older. And the reason being is during their younger years, their 20s, they're pretty much building money and saving, and what they're actually doing is investing that money for their future. This was like I said, this is in 2020, as I mentioned in the last video, so this is kind of true and kind of not. This is kind of all predictions. However, I do see that a lot of the millennial generation is investing. However, I don't know if it's necessarily for the future. I think it's just for like quick riches. They want to do the whole get rich quick thing, the whole shortcut thing with Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, all that crap. I'm not going to say, I shouldn't say it's crap because it's pretty interesting. I'm just not too huge into it. I know a little bit about it. It's a cool concept. Don't know if that's going to revolutionize the world. We'll see. But they also mentioned that the millennials out of the Chicago area are pretty much moving out, which is actually true. There is an article, I forgot what who posted it, but there's an article saying that I think last year a lot of people from Illinois have moved out. Have moved out because of how expensive it is to live here. And it's kind of another point to why I don't want to live here anymore. It's because it's freaking expensive, and living anywhere else is far less expensive and a lot more beautiful than this depressing scene. That is all I have for you guys. Not too much. There's just a little bit of storytelling as usual with this book, and it's kind of starting to all kind of correlate. It's kind of interesting seeing how all these banks are reacting, how all these leaders are reacting to the scenario at hand, and which banks are thriving and which ones are pretty much dying. That is all I have for you guys today. Enjoy your day. Mine's beautiful, kind of. It's gloomy, but it's warm out, so it's nice. But follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter. And please, guys, subscribe on YouTube. I'd really appreciate it. Enjoy your day, guys. You know this is a movement. Keep on reading. Keep on doing great things by reading and implementing what you read to your reality. Have a great day, guys, and take care.